weapon set. But either way, it's going to be interesting. Goddess, arguably the favorite of this one, has won tournaments, has done well for herself. Meanwhile, Amayze, I would say this is a relatively new person to this to the Australian region.
Okay, well that's good to see. You know, some good new blood out here, but see how this plays out. Now, I feel like it's great new blood for that was a great combination right there to get that extra down there. But yeah, no, it's great to see a new blood playing on a character we don't see too much of either. So maybe we'll inspire some new people to actually look at Vector if this games go well. So yeah, but he's doing well right here at the beginning. He's got a slight lead in damage, but it's been pretty much all over that stage control.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Bow has in its toolkit. I think everybody knows about that Bow downlight and how much grounded space it takes up. And that's one thing that Amayze can use to great effect, is just stealing all of the stage. Oh, gosh. Almost got it. If you didn't have the dodge, that recovery was going to be damage.
Yeah. All right, so now over to the Lance here. Let's see what he can do with this.
Doesn't quite hit the Sig. I'm expecting that down Sig on the corner. That's where you'll usually see that Vector like drop those bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that, especially on these corners when the soft platform is not there. However, though, the orb doing it up right there. A great start here for Goddess. She's definitely putting the screws here on to Amayze.
I really like that chase there from Goddess. She got the neutral light and went for the chase, but Amayze just going to walk over the corner and drop a ground pound on her head, and that's going to even up this stock count. Now Amayze with the weapon advantage. It's in a good spot here.
I mean, that right there, I feel like it doesn't seem like it's the fastest, or it's definitely not the fastest ground pound, but for some reason, I feel like so many people get caught by the Lance ground pound. Maybe it just activates super quickly, because I know the travel time isn't like the craziest, but man, I know it's strong too. Like, that's a very strong hit when you get hit by that with those that rocket lance.
Okay, so we've got Amayze goes by her good dodge through on the neutral signature. And yeah, kind of to your point on the lance thing, it hits really hard. So even if it's a slow moving attack, it still hits really hard.
Yeah. So both of these ladies going at it right now as they're definitely struggling to kind of like grab a little bit of the control. This is not a game that has escaped either one of them yet. But I will say, obviously, Goddess is doing a little better on her side with the, if you're looking at the damage. Hold on now. Oh, we are taking that? No ground pound? Oh, ooh. No. There was no way she was going to get past it.
Now Amayze has to pick up a weapon, throws out the end sig, and that's going to be a clean punish from Goddess. But unfortunately, this Vector just a little too tanky, too much metal on the body. Gets another recovery. Amayze is still living.
Oh, man. Okay, big movement. Great. Oh, wow. All right, just a nice little side air, and honestly, it was going to be a hard side air seeing that damage was so high up, but the damage is super high up here onto Goddess as well. The grounded, or not the grounded, the gravity cancel down sig actually going to go ahead and take that stock. We still have a very even game.
That's a really nice tool on the respawn, is throwing out that GC down heavy and just like putting a hitbox all around you. People always get caught by that. Spacing from Goddess, but Amayze with the retaliation. Still slight damage advantage to Goddess. This is going to be going down to final deep red stocks, though.
Yeah. Okay. Big movement. So yeah, he's kind of struggling. Kind of struggling to actually find these hits now. But I feel like Amayze, at a time will definitely kind of burst option out of here, but for the most part, as far as the stretch goes, Goddess been playing quite well throughout the entirety of this game. Interesting option right there, but it actually works out.
Yeah, I think Amayze has some bigger pops, whereas Goddess has just been playing consistently, just getting hit after hit, and just like slightly outpacing Amayze.
Yeah. Amayze definitely could steal this game here with a nice little pop. Oh, not going to happen though. Not expecting that boost jump side air to come find the mark. And honestly, was a little, I think that was a whiff punish too off that nair. So unfortunate for Amayze, but we're getting right back into it. She definitely has a chance to get herself back into the set. But that was a pretty close game. Up until like the very end, that was definitely a close game.
Yeah, that was definitely doable on Amayze's side as well. Still sticking with the Vector. Interesting. I saw good stuff coming out from the Bow. I didn't get to see that much from Lance. Like, it wasn't, I guess, what I would have expected from a Lance, right? Not a lot of side light nair, side light dare stuff. Instead, it was kind of like a hit here and there with the Lance.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like we're trying to figure out where we're going next. It's going to be back to Small Mammoth Fortress, which is interesting because I feel like a lot of the times, you know, we come to these non-North America areas, I expect to see, like, you know, some wilder stage picks, but everyone's playing it relatively safe today with the Small Mammoth Fortress pick.
Yeah, they put all the wildness into the character picks, I guess, in Australia, and then they're keeping the traditional map picks.
Yeah. All right.
Just outside of each other's hitboxes. You can see how close they're getting. Some immaculate spacing on both sides, but God is finally going to open it up. Gets a side light, down light. Couldn't quite get more afterwards.
Okay. Big movement here. But obviously, again, looking at the way this is going, Amayze a little behind here. But again, kind of, I feel like honestly, when we're watching Amayze, we're just waiting for the pop.
Yeah,
just waiting for the pop. That's probably going to be the deciding factor of these games. How often can she pop off versus the very solid gameplay of Goddess. Okay,
down right. Nice option there from Amayze. Doesn't throw out any stairs or dares just yet. There's a Sair. Waiting a little bit. Another Sair. Weapon toss. That's going to be the stock for Amayze. Ground pound to guarantee it. And Amayze, there's that pop we were talking about in the offstage.
Okay. Big movement right here. Game though, like as you see, the neutral game is kind of developing relatively slowly here between our competitors. However, not to say that's a bad thing. She's obviously playing a little safer, not wanting to give up too much, especially not Amayze. You know, being able to get that first stock, unfortunately, no, not going to be able to keep it for too long. Great side stake there from Dusk. Goddess to go ahead and get that stock.
Yeah, that was great from her. She actually held the side stick just a little bit for that extra force dump on the second swing.
Yeah. Okay. That kind of a little overstepping right there with these SIGs. I understand, you know, you want to get the nice little finisher, but sometimes you just got to step back and wait for the opponent to make a mistake. And then you get
she heard my comment about her lands. Ooh, nice nair.
Okay. Double. Oh, he was looking for the jump back in. Dusk. Gonna be able to find a Goddess though, doing a great job of controlling the middle stage, and just like that, she's about to be able to end this stock. However, whoa, out of nowhere, the side air sitting so far away. Oh! Nice.
What a checkmate situation there for Amayze, just waiting out all the options of Goddess, and then throws out the down heavy, drops the bombs, and Goddess was making that comeback, man. She had the damage, but she still needs to finish the stock off of Amayze.
Leaving a little bit too much right there in that charge. Expecting Amayze to jump in there. But yeah, no, Amayze definitely looking like she may be able to run away with this game. Goddess having a hard time finding the stock. There it is. Still not enough.
Oh, okay. GC side sig does have a lot of movement, but still doesn't have enough. It's going to even it up, but again, Goddess a little bit behind Amayze now in game 2.
Okay. Big hits right there. Oh, finally the jump reads being called out right there with that neutral sig.
All right, good movement.
Oh, nice.
That touch, yeah.
Yeah, great way to get back to the stage, man. Had to fade back just a little bit so she can get that neutral air chase dodge. Game definitely looking like it's Amayze to take, but Goddess still putting up a good fight. Won't be able to take too many of those.
Ooh, interrupts the down heavy.
Trying to catch a lot of these landings too. Oh wow, Jesus, that was a lot of force on that. Was not expecting to spin like that.
Dusk was pretty damaged, and that means Amayze going to take game number 2 and even it up 1 apiece. Is Goddess going to make a swap? She's going to make the move over to the Garnet, sharing the move kit of Petra.
Okay, so we get to keep an orb. But now we're going with the gauntlets, and on top of that, man, a lot of force behind Garnet as well. You know, that's one really good thing that she ends up pulling up. And like I feel like the thing about her SIGs, there's a lot of range on them usually. You know, you have a Hadouken, you have the Shoryuken, you have some of the like the Dragon Ball-esque blast. So she has some pretty good range on her SIGs as well. This could go. I feel like this could go in the favor of Garnet, but also at the same time, I'm thinking about the Gauntlet versus the Bow matchup, and that just doesn't seem fun.
Yeah, there's the people who do it successfully utilize a lot of gravity cancel D-Light and then like go for like a chase dodge nair, things like that. And I'm curious if Goddess is going to lean into that a little bit in this matchup, or right now is just kind of getting juggled by Amayze.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and drop those away. It doesn't want that anymore. Most likely looking for that orb, which is understandable. The way this game is starting to look a little rough. And again, I don't think you're holding as much damage here or defense here on Garnet than you were with Dust. So hits hurting a little bit. So was the damage that you do.
Yeah, she'll hit harder with the Garnet, but will also take a lot more damage with this Garnet. Going for the side sig there. Another falling there. Amayze thought she had the stock there. You saw her getting ready to juggle, make that swap over the Lance, but the side sig again is coming out from Goddess.
Okay, nice spot dodge right there to get through that. And yeah, these side sigs covering a lot of space in front of them, in front of her. Now this is something that I saw Boomy actually do a lot, and that was a great catch with the neutral sig. Sends it back in. But yeah, that's something I've seen Boomy do a lot. Just kind of like hit something and then immediately drop a fireball. Covers a lot of space in front of you. Kind of hard to punish if you're not like fully in position, so I get it.
Yeah, it really feels to me like Goddess midway through game 2 was like, you know what? If I had Petra, if I had fireballs, I would know exactly what to do. And that's what she's going for here in game number 3.
Yeah. And so with that being said, I mean, we're now on to the gauntlets, and this has been the part of the matchup that seems relatively rough for Goddess. Ends up getting sent out of there with that neutral air from the ground, so you know that was a lot of damage. But luckily, she was able to get the first stock, so that's going to feel good for her. And Amayze is still trying to weapon star right here. Nice little combinations. Got some nice hits here before the weapon was grabbed.
Yeah, Amayze's bow is looking so clean. Sideline. Goddess finding some response, but Amayze with these pokes on the neutral line.
He's trying to dance around real quick. Find her in. Nice.
Just getting some damage.
I mean, definitely a good sig. I think if she actually threw that the other way, it probably would have caught, but you know, it's a little off on the space in there. But really a great anti-air sig to throw out.
It was a tough 50-50. There was that soft platform that Amayze could land on. Yeah. But still, Goddess is getting a little bit of the damage advantage. But man, they are very evenly matched.
I think sometimes, you know, Goddess has been going for like the slide, the slide forward. A little wild on that down sig, but going to the slide forward Hadouken. When I think, honestly, she might be able to cover some nice space by doing like the slide back. Because the slide forward keeps putting her in position to get punished. Maybe even just stand in place. Unfortunately, that's going to be a punish right there in Vector, a.k.a. Amayze, now in the lead here.
Amayze ready to upset this one. Currently tied 1 game apiece. Could get another one as she does have the stock advantage and is getting that extra credit.
Looking for the hard dodge in there. And saw that recovery, and that is going to be a send all the way from the other side. That's the power of Garnet for sure. But it is going to be kind of close. Again, another kind of close game. Assuming that Amayze doesn't just take off right here, right now.
Well, she is a fighter jet, so there is that possibility of just completely taking off with this one.
Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Okay, gets the neutral air, but now another one.
She's looking that damage.
Yeah, the damage is definitely starting to rack up, and no weapon swap. It's kind of surprising, but maybe she's getting a little more confident here on the. Oh, Jesus! Almost fit it. That is so strong.
That almost did it. Oh, but Amayze doesn't hit the weapon toss.
Oh.
Goes for the ground pound. Almost catches, but Goddess had the dodge. Amayze picks up a bow. Both of them in the red. Another neutral sig, and Goddess gonna take game number 3. The damage was actually in Amayze's favor. 667 to 608.
Yeah, man. Like the thing is, I was pretty sure that I was looking at the way she was playing those gauntlets. In the first part of the game, obviously the gauntlets were not working out at all, but it seemed like as the game went on, she got more and more confident on them. So the gauntlets actually being the one to take the victory here for Goddess. Amayze not swapping yet. I was gonna, well, not swapping at all. I was gonna keep this Vector going. No reason really to swap there. The game's kind of escaped her at the end.
Yeah, I think that was still either one's game to win there in game number 3, but Goddess, of course, with the Garnet. And like you said, I think the Gauntlets took a little bit of time to get in hand. Of course, they're a read weapon, so it's going to take her a little bit to see how Amayze reacts out of those sidelines.
Yeah. Okay. Some movement happening here. Yep, there it is. That's what I like to see. These Hadouken now starting to hit, and also almost got the turnaround there. That was a great weapon toss down and dodge up to make sure you avoided all of that. Yeah,
the reaction dodge up, especially when that weapon toss wasn't going to hit. Going for a big play there with the bow off stage, and Goddess going to shut that down with the down air.
Yeah, that's the issue with trying to get past the orb, is that down air covers so much, being able to bounce off the wall and being at a 45-degree angle. So even after the bounce, it's like it still covers so much area next to the wall while still sending you down. Great recovery right there for Goddess. She might actually run away with this game the way that she's playing.
Yeah, Amayze's lance still not quite online just yet. Gonna lean into the bow again. Good spacing from Goddess, jumping over that downlight. Knew Amayze was trying to utilize that long arm.
Okay.
Oh, the spot touch. All right, Goddess has got it.
Working out. Oh,
Goddess has got it.
Yeah, I know that feels good. That was a nice nice little situation to put yourself in, and now Goddess looking like she might take this game.
A win here would mean Goddess closing it out 3-1 over Amayze. Otherwise, going to a game 5, Amayze looking for a bow, hoping to reverse 3-stock here. But Goddess is just getting the hits on her gauntlets. Her gauntlets have come online.
Okay. All right, there we go. Getting the stock, but I mean, is it too little, too late? Already in the orange here, and Goddess has been looking really in control lately, as this game and the last part of the last game has shown. So now we're looking for, gets the orb here. A lot of damage though being added up already, but there we go, finds another Hadouken.
Yeah, just the trades are still in Goddess's favor. Like, Amayze is a couple of hits away from being in that kill percent.
Right.
Trying to control the weapon.
Wow.
GC down heavy?
Okay, you're nasty. That was lit. I was not expecting that read of all. I was definitely expecting her to get up there and just go for the the GC neutral. But she's like, nah, I got an idea here. I have an idea.
Yeah, I don't know if that was ego or misinput right there, but Goddess went for the not truest of option, and Amayze unfortunately panic into it. But man, I'm rewatching this right where Goddess has just like the cleanest spot dodge on the side sig, and then just goes in, gets the double recovery for the knockout. Like, that's where I thought Goddess was just like, she's in control now. She's in the head of Amayze, and she closes it out 3-1.
Well, when you get something like that, you know you're definitely there. So good stuff to Goddess. 488, 332. You can definitely tell the damage is also telling the story of how well she was playing in that last game. And that means we're going to have Doggo and Goddess here. All right, Gundus and Inmotech are still duking it out, but Dummy sitting at the top of this bracket, just chilling, waiting to see what happens.